Hey YouTubers, this your boy Amari Points here, bringing you the latest movie review. So today I'm doing my latest movie review on Wonder Woman 1984. I just saw this yesterday and let me tell you, I loved it. I don't get why everyone was honestly hating on this film. So basically it's about Wonder Woman just living amongst humans in 1984. Then somehow her boyfriend, Steve Trevor, played by Chris Pine, comes back. I can't tell you how he came back because I don't want to spoil this movie for any of you guys who haven't seen it yet. And we're also introduced to a couple of new characters like Max Lord, played by the Mandalorian himself, Pedro Pascal, who also kind of like his business isn't going so well, so he finds something strange that helps him. And I can't tell you what it is because honestly, again, no spoilers here. And we also get introduced to Barbara. I can't pronounce her last name. Minerva, aka Cheetah, played by Kristen Wiig, as most of you saw her in the trailers and everything. And let me tell you, this movie was actually phenomenal. I loved the score, and some parts of the story were kind of iffy, but I'll get into that in a little bit. But it was great seeing Gal Gadot, aka who plays Diana, back as Wonder Woman again because I was so I was so blown away about when I in this saw her come back in this sequel, and no one else can play Wonder Woman like she can. All in all, the story itself, again, had a few problems with it, but I learned to look past it and enjoy the movie. But some parts of the story were kind of like iffy to me, and they really could have improved on the story a whole lot more better. But all in all, they delivered. So basically, that's it. They also find, this wishing stone that can grant anyone's wish. I'm not telling you this is how Steve Trevor came back, but I honestly want you guys to be blown away. I can't tell you like how Steve Trevor came back, but definitely go see for yourself and you'll see how he came back. And sorry for the blue tongue. I ate Airheads yesterday night. And also, what else I can tell you? Christian Wiig and Pedro Pascal, definitely good additions to this movie because they definitely brought their game to the movie as well. And it was nice seeing Christian play Cheetah because she is a total badass in this movie because, as most of you know, Cheetah is Wonder Woman's arch enemy, and seeing Christian play Cheetah was phenomenal. And let me tell you, Barbara's story kind of like starts off bad because no one really pays attention to her at first, but then her and Diana become really good friends at the beginning of the movie, and we see them just hit it off, and that's just a good thing to do because Diana has been like a loner for almost a century. She hasn't really had that many friends, so seeing these two open up to each other is a really great thing, and I could tell that Christian and Gal had good chemistry in this movie because the way they honestly bounce off each other's roles and just have a fun time with their characters is definitely just one of the best things about this movie as well. And let me tell you about the setting. 1984, it was just phenomenal. We get to see a lot of stuff that is in the 1980s, and I wasn't even born during that time. I was born in the 1990s, and I can say this, that it was just great how everything in 1984 was just set, and how everything was just everything was just perfect, because we get to see a glimpse of what 1984 looked like and what all they used during those times, and that was just a perfect setting for the movie as well. I definitely saw what Patty Jenkins was going for in this movie, and she did a fantastic job. And let me tell you, Pedro Pascal, we've seen him as the Mandalorian. He is definitely on fire in this movie. He is definitely on fire in this movie as Max Lord, who honestly is just down on his luck. He honestly has had rough starts and a rough past, and I can't tell you what all happens in his past, because I want you guys again to see that for yourselves. And kind of he kind of, when he finds this stone, he sees an opportunity to help him improve his life. I can't tell you how he uses the wishing stone, because I don't want to spoil it for any of you guys. But trust me, when you see how he uses the stone, your mind's going to be blown away. Again, Pedro Pascal, definitely a perfect actor. This year was definitely his year, considering he was just in season 2 of Mandalorian, and in many other things this year. This was hands down his best performance ever. I honestly am looking forward to seeing what he does next in future roles and many more. And what else I can tell you is that the rest of the cast and the score in this movie was just perfect. Though I had a little few problems with the CGI, I will I will definitely get into that with my positives and negatives. Speaking of which, those are coming up now. First off are the positives. The great the great story. First positive is the great story. Some of it was kind of iffy at first, but I learned to look past it and just enjoy the movie, because I am a huge fan of Wonder Woman and all the DC Universe characters. And this story, it kind of definitely had some parts of the movie kind of had me crying. It was definitely emotional, and it was just tear jerking at some parts, because I was legit crying. I am not ashamed to admit that I was crying on this. And another positive is that, again, Gal and Christian had good chemistry in this movie, and you could tell that when they were doing their roles, they were really into them. And when they were at first, when they, as most of you seen in the trailers for the first trailer in Wonder Woman 1984, you can tell that they really, really hit it off. They became really good friends. And another positive is that we get to see Chris Pine come back as Steve Trevor, which is awesome. Because I'm not telling you how he came back, because I don't want to spoil this for you guys. When you go see the movie, you'll know how he came back. Trust me, you'll be shocked and surprised. You'll be shocked and surprised in how he came back. Also, another positive is the post-credit scene, guys. Stay after the movie for the post-credit scene, because you will be shocked at who shows up in the post-credit scenes. I am not telling you who it is, but trust me, you will be blown away. I can honestly tell you that. And on to the negatives. The negatives were the CGI in this movie was kind of like iffy for me. I think that needed some improvement, because the way Wonder Woman was swinging with the lasso, it seemed like it wasn't really real enough. That needed some improvement, because it could have been better if they improved the CGI and honestly made it more real and epic, because it didn't really, it kind of was, well, way off for me. I really do believe the CGI needed work, without a doubt. it definitely needed work. So yeah, that was the one problem. And again, another positive is the story itself. Some parts of the story really didn't hit it off for me, and that and I think they could have improved that too. I can't tell you which scenes needed improvement, but trust me, you'll know what I mean when you watch it. And that's it for the positives and negatives. On to the rating. I give Wonder Woman 1984 a solid B plus. Don't hate me for it, guys. Don't hate me for it because I admit, I am not gonna lie, the story itself was phenomenal. Some parts of it really needed work again. The actors, the actors and actresses in this movie, hands down, were perfect. Were hands down perfect, especially the whole cast I just mentioned earlier. And the CGI needed work. That's what I said earlier. It really does need work. They needed to fix that because I think it wasn't real enough for me. And also the score of this movie, it really had me really invested in the movie. It actually felt like a Wonder Woman movie. Without a doubt, it did. Also, the director, Patty Jenkins, she really knew what she was doing when she directed this film, and I am looking forward to seeing her work in the third Wonder Woman movie and many more movies. And that's it for my movie review, guys. Don't forget to like, comment down below on what you thought of Wonder Woman 1984. Subscribe and share with everyone you know. Press the little notification bell at the bottom of my video to get notified when my next movie review is going to be. And be sure to follow me on the Stardust app at Amari106 for my latest movie/trailer reaction. I will see you guys soon. Take care and God bless. Peace.